Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Badger Politics Show. Theresa May's gamble has gone horribly wrong. We have ended up with a government propped up by Northern Irish terrorist sympathisers with a leader hated by their party in a, one could say, coalition of chaos. If only someone could have warned us of this. This is because the snap election produced a hung parliament. But what is a hung parliament? What policy decisions will it lead to? And how likely is it that the government will survive a full 5 years? I plan to answer that and more in this short video. A hung parliament is when no party has a majority of MPs. This means that parties struggle to pass laws as no party alone can outvote the rest of parliament. In the past, hung parliaments have been very rare in Britain with the two-party system, first of Whigs and Tories, then of Liberals and Conservatives, and until about 7 years ago of Labour and Conservatives. This generally resulted in one party always reaching a majority. However, in the past when no party reached a majority, one of two things were formed: a coalition government or a confidence and supply agreement. A coalition is where two or more parties agree on a joint legislative programme, almost a second manifesto with a mixture of what the different parties want. They also have ministers from all parties involved in the cabinet. This is what we saw after the 2010 election, with Nick Clegg and the Lib Dems forming a coalition with David Cameron's Conservatives. The other option is for a party to rule as a minority government and make deals of confidence and supply. This is where other parties agree to back the ruling party in votes on the basis that the ruling party will essentially give them favours in the future. This appears to be happening at the moment, with Theresa May offering a £1.5 billion package to the Northern Ireland for the DUP support, meaning the Conservatives will still be able to pass laws with the help of the DUP. So how likely is it that the DUP-backed Conservative government will last a full 5-year parliament? To answer that, we need to look into the past. In February 1974, a hung parliament was produced with Labour becoming the largest party. That government only lasted till October, with then Prime Minister Harold Wilson calling another election, which resulted in a very thin Labour majority. I feel this is unlikely to happen, at least with Theresa May as Prime Minister. The Conservatives campaigned very badly in the last election, and while Jeremy Corbyn and Labour didn't win, it seems, according to polling, I know, but still, they have the political momentum. Another potential scenario may be that over the next 5 years, due to by-elections and MPs retiring, we could see the Conservatives, even with the help of the DUP, losing their majority. This happened to Conservative John Major's government in 1996 and to Labour's James Callaghan in 1978. Alternatively, we could see a situation where the DUP Conservative deal breaks down. The DUP are incredibly socially conservative, fanatically against abortions and gay rights, with some MPs even believing in creationism. And while the Conservatives do share many values, they are a pretty broad church. After all, it was under the Conservative government that gay marriage was legalised. Therefore, we might see the government collapsing, most likely leading to Theresa May's resignation and/or another snap election. I feel this is more likely than another snap election called by choice by the Conservatives, at least for the time being. While I feel it's unlikely that the Conservatives and especially Theresa May will manage to remain in government for a full 5 years, if recent politics have taught us anything, it's that the commentators are almost always wrong. So what do you think? Feel free to leave a comment in the comments section below. Thanks for watching and tune in next week for another instalment of the Badger Politics Show.